Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Cool Eagle back here with another video, man. Just reporting on my lunch break because I was thinking about you guys, and there's a lot that we need to discuss, like these cuts that happened yesterday, some of which I disagree with, and who I think should have been cut, and about this Zach Ertz contract disputes, man. We're going to get into that, but before we even get into the meat and potatoes of this video, I just want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the guys who helped to keep push this channel to be where it needs to be. I feel like I'm pretty great at what I do, one of the best to report. And I'm just so thankful for you guys, for your continued support and love for the channel. So let's get in. So we know that contract talk stalled yesterday between Zach Ertz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Reportedly less back money than Austin Hooper. Now, I would be on the forefront of agreeing with this argument if it was talking about paying Zach Ertz for the future. But for what Zach Ertz has done in the past, you know, being a leader on this team, being a leading receiver over the past few years, record in catches, contribution to the Super Bowl, Zach Ertz deserves to be paid as a number 3 tight end in the league. You know, and you just don't want these kind of problems going into this season. Oh, because he's also Carson Wentz's most reliable target over the past few years, and arguably Carson Wentz's career. So, like, it just doesn't make sense not to pay him now. You might as well just go ahead and make that happen. You know, give him what he wants as long as it's, you know, a reasonable number, you know, for a number 3 tight end, you know, behind Travis Kelce and whoever's at number 2. I forget who's at number 2. But you just don't want this, you know, going up against, you know, week 1 against your division rival who you don't really need much to put away, but you just don't want them kind of problems. So just pay Zach Ertz his money. Now, about these roster cuts that we've seen yesterday, I agree with some, but I disagree a lot. And I disagree a lot because you cut Elijah Holyfield, who was supposed to be your number 4 running back, since you can't sign Leonard Fournette, who signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Big shocker. So now you don't have that option. So your only other option was to have Elijah Holyfield as that 4th option as your power back. Now, since you released him, now you're kind of playing small ball in the backfield. Although you do have Miles Sanders, your franchise running back, who you're expected to give over 200 carries this season anyway. Boston Scott, who's set to play that Darren Sproles role. And then you got Corey Clement, who you're paying $825,000 for. Who knows why? Because I don't see what purpose he can serve. You know, because he's too small to be a power back. You know, we already have a Darren Sproles and Boston Scott. And he's not going to get minutes like Miles Sanders. So, like, it makes sense to keep Elijah Holyfield as that power back, and now you don't have him. And then you cut Adrian Killins, which, you know, again, which makes more sense to me, again, since you already have Boston Scott and Corey Clement as what you call your scat back. So Adrian Killins made a bit more sense, although I can definitely see why a lot of Eagles fans would be disappointed at this pick. Just because, you know, a lot of fans like Adrian Killins. I personally like Adrian Killins. I think that he would have been an excellent addition on this offense. Something that defensive play callers would have to watch out for during the latter part of this season. And then you cut Deontay Burnett, who to me probably had the best camp if you're talking about consistency and not dropping balls. Like, Deontay Burnett was that dude. Now, I know he's on the practice squad. If he can clear waivers, I'm very confident he can. I'm very confident, and he'll be very good on the practice squad. But a lot of these cuts just don't make sense, and you could have made better cuts. You could have cut Sidney Jones, who you made a lot of time and investment in, and got little to no return. You could have cut Rasul Douglas, who you really can't figure out what he can really do because he's too slow to keep up with your number 1 and number 2 wide receiver. And you can't put him in the box linebacker set because you already have depth there. You can't put him behind Rodney McLeod because, you already have depth there. And Rodney McLeod doesn't really get hurt. So, I don't know, man. It's just, a lot of these cuts don't make sense. You could have cut Sidney. You could have cut Rasul. And you even could have cut Rasul. You even could have cut Craig James. Even though Craig James, to me, has more upside than Rasul Douglas in terms of speed. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. Should we pay Zach Ertz as the number 3 tight end? Is your argument for paying for the future or what he's done previously? And then the roster cuts, man. Do you agree who I think we should have cut instead of the cuts we made? Let me know what you think.